Hey guys, and welcome or welcome back. And today is another monthly reset video where I'm just sharing with you all the things that I have done to accomplish, I suppose, this month, and how I'm going with my goals, and just a bit of motivation and inspiration, hopefully, to keep you guys going, because I have had a big month. Yep. And yes, I've gone batshit crazy. Can you see? I've removed everything from the house because I've just had enough. I've decided to go true minimalist. Nah, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I do like my beautiful things too much. But yes, I did end up finishing this lounge room area. I've just got to put it back together now. So that is all painted, but I completely stuffed up. So I completely stuffed up and I had a bit of a meltdown in the process of my complete stuff up. So what happened is I decided, because I'm going to paint it the same color, I am going to go into ChatGPT. ChatGPT is going to give me all the answers. And it did give me the answers, and according to the paint shop, it gave me the right answers. The problem is Steph picked the wrong tools, didn't she? So a while ago, I decided I'm just going to bring the paint inside, just so that it's just there and ready for me when I am ready to go. And the problem with this is that I picked the wrong paint. I brought inside, instead of the undercoat, I brought the enamel. So you know what I painted on all the patches on the walls? Because I was in cheat mode, and I'm just gonna wash, sand, paint, patch all the walls, and then just go over with the undercoat so there's no flashing, dip another light sand, another wash, and then go over with the house paint. I didn't want to have to redo undercoat the whole entire walls, so I decided that I would do that, and yes, I painted enamel on it and it was great. So yes, I literally cried because of all the effort that I had put into preparing the area, because I did wash the walls. Well, first I patched everything, because there was a lot of cracks and stuff from where they'd been plastered and things, you know, walls move and all that stuff, and holes in the wall from where speakers had been, and the air conditioner had been moved, and then there was a power point that had been moved. There were so many patches that needed to be done. So I did that. And then I had to sand the walls, and then I had to dust them, and then I had to wash them, and then I painted the paint on it. And then as I was sanding, that's when I saw this shiny glow coming from the window up here, reflecting on over here. And I was like, that shouldn't be shiny. That should not be shiny. What is going on? And that is what happened. It was enamel paint. I looked at the paint tin and my heart dropped, and that's when I cried, because of all the effort that it took for me to get where it is. So in a bit of context for you guys, I am working 5 days a week now. So I don't have a day off during the week where I can get my shit together and just work on these projects. It has all been 5 days a week. I've had 1 day off this term, which was the first week coming back on the Wednesday, which was nice because I'd come in from school holidays and I was really tired and burnt out already from school holidays. So it was nice to have that 1 day off. That's all I've had off. So everything's been after school commitments, after my gym and school as well, and just trying to get everything done, and then committing my weekends to it as well. So it was just exhausting. So yeah, I cried, and then a lot of people said leave it, a lot of my friends, and just worry about it later. And I was like, no, if I leave it, it's going to become this really big thing, and I'm just going to constantly stress over it. And then I've got a bedroom that's just full of stuff at the moment, like all the stuff that's been in here, like all the artwork and throw cushions and curtains and everything. So I was like, no, I'm not living in two zones. Like, I'm not having a cluttered zone down here. I'm not having an unfinished zone. I'm going to be constantly dreading this job. So I just basically, I left it for the day after I emotionally had my sad bit, and I went to the paint shop, and I chooked on ChatGPT first and went to the paint shop, and he said because it was water-based it was going to be okay, but I did have to sand it again and then redo the whole process again with the normal house paint, not the with the low sheen paint. And then now I had to do, obviously after I put that paint on, I had to sand again, and then I had to wash the walls again, and then I had to do 2 coats of the house paint, and it's not showing through, thank God, and it's worked out good. So I am okay, everything worked out fine, but it was just a process. So that was one of the downfalls of this month, but then also on the upside, I did finish it. I've just got to put it back together now, but I do have a video from my minimalist channel I want to record before I put it back together. So it's about hushing a room, if you want to know. So when you take things out of a room and then how it makes you feel, and then putting it back into the room, and sort of lessons and things that I've learned. So yeah, haven't had anything in this room for a month, and it has felt different, and it has been easier, but I'll go into that with another video. So the other thing that I finished, and this will be next week's video, is the outdoor area. There wasn't much to go with that, but I think the thing that was getting me is I had to have perfection, and that's with me. I knew that if I wanted to finish that job, like, it was going to take me months and months and months, because there's a pole out there that is just like got paint chips all over it and spray paint and everything, and I've tried to sand it and scratch things off, and it's going to take me a really long time. So I decided I'm going to shoot that video and just leave that bit. And also the windowsill as well out there is not very good. It needs a bit of TLC, but sometimes near enough is good enough. And that's what I've got to be like at the minute, and I will come back to it later. So I am so happy with it. It's like my sanctuary out there, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So there, I suppose, the ups, as I said, the downs was definitely screwing this up, but the ups was being able to fix it and being able to finish out there and having a space that I absolutely adore. So yeah, I really am so happy with that. So yeah, that's what's happened. I know I've told you guys that financially I want to be in a position where I own this house by September next year. So that means I have a certain amount of money each week that I need to pay on my mortgage to, I suppose, make that happen. And this month I have been able to hit the goals of that, which has been amazing. We still live like a pauper, but this month is not going to be. This month's going to be really hard because I have a lot of bills that I've been putting off because of my goal, and I can't ignore the bills because they have to be paid. So I have rates to be paid. I haven't started paying any of them. So I have to rates, and I will have a car service coming up, and I've also got my business registration. So that's relapse. I can pay for a year or 3 years. I usually pay for 3 years because it's cheaper. I have a water bill that's come up as well. But I'm so ahead on my gas and electricity. I mean, like $600 ahead. And I just started a new direct debit to start paying into that again. And then I got a bill to say that was still negative $600. I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that yet, and I could put that onto the rate. So that might be a job for later on for me to fix that up. But anyway, so yes, we have hit our financial goals, which has been good. And the other thing that I have been doing is really prioritizing. Well, I haven't, when we just had school holidays, I suppose a lot of things went on pause, but I have been able to catch up with friends as well. So Talia did some watercolor art at one of my friends' houses because their dad is a watercolor artist, and he was there, and that was really nice. He was able to sit down and do that with her. And we've also been doing diamond art because Talia wanted to do it. I find it really tacky, but it's something fun or like that we can do together. It gets her off the iPad because she loves that damn thing. It's horrible. So yeah, it's something that we can do together as a bonding experience, and I'm really loving that. And I just encouraging her just to give them away. So she's kept one for a school bag, and then the other one she's given away. This time we've picked bookmarks instead of keychains, so we'll be doing them. But I've been thinking about doing a watercolor art class with her, or a sewing class with her, because obviously I can't do a lot of things being a single mum. So that's something that I'm thinking about would be a nice bonding experience for us, but also something that is she'll really enjoy. Like, she's into the watercolor art, but I'm actually thinking possibly sewing classes, because I know some of the basics. I've tried to teach her, but I am terrible. The last time I tried to sew something, I tried to teach her how to make scrunchies in the school holidays. So she's really into arts and crafts, by the way. So it's not something that I'm just picking and she doesn't get a choice in it. But yeah, it's not only did I sew it to the machine, the needle snapped, hit me in the face, nearly in the eye, and the leg fell off the sewing machine. So it was just my sign to say, do not sew. So I haven't done anything since, but I know how to thread it properly. It's actually all the other stuff like the tension and everything else, you know, that I haven't been taught. All I've been taught is how to thread the sewing machine and the reverse. That's pretty much it. So it's really important to know the tension and what kinds of things you use for what fabric. So I think that would be really nice. It'll be a life skill for her. Whereas watercolor art is more fun, not as much of a life skill that she can use as she grows up. And I think sewing as well is something you can build on. Like, you might start by making pin cushions and scrunchies, and then you can get into making clothing if you really want to. But I also see as a life skill that we can go to the op shop and I can hem up a pair of pants and turn them into shorts, or because I'm a really short person, I can actually buy stuff and hem it up myself, and it doesn't sit in my car waiting to go to someone to hem it up, and it never goes, or it just goes to die in my closet because I don't get people to hem things up for me. So that's probably one of the things. Yeah, so that's what we've been doing. I have been prioritizing going out with friends. As I said, school holidays has been hard. Now that's over. I did schedule in to see friends this weekend, but one of my friends was sick, so we're rescheduling it to next weekend. But I did just go out yesterday anyway with another friend, and we went to, where was it? We went to the waterfalls, and I was really, really disappointed because you used to be able to walk down to the bottom and you could literally get under the waterfall and like the water would go over you, and now apparently it's just too unsafe because of all the rocks and things. It'd be interesting to see if people go down there in the summer and they just climb the barriers, because it's always happened, but they've made it like really tough to get into. Like, they have completely changed the path and they've put up really high fences, and they've got three signs up there. So yeah, but we also went out for lunch as well. So yeah, I've done a little bit of organization. So I've redone my mail zone, and I will show that in another video. And I've still been going to the gym a lot, and just when I can though, it's really tough because I'm working such long hours now. I'm finding it harder and harder to go. So I am having to dedicate one of my days on the weekend to go to the gym. Usually it's on a Sunday. And yeah, I've been doing a little bit of cheat when it comes to my meals, like buying a roast chicken and buying pre-made salad and stuff like that, because I've had to, because of the renovations and all the work I've been putting into them, and then having to edit it and still having to be a mum and cook and clean and all that. So I've been doing a little bit of cheating, but this weekend I have been doing a little bit of batch cooking. I've still been prepping lots of stuff for lunches, so we're still on track with the health and fitness. And look at my nails. Does that tell you that I need to pick up my guitar? Because I still haven't picked it up. And that was one of my other goals, guys, was to pick up my guitar. So that is a sign. That is a sign. I do believe in everything in life happens for a reason. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, is I really do need to start picking that up. But yeah, the other thing that I wanted to do, because I suppose now that I've done the diamond art with my daughter, and we're prioritizing, I suppose, more bonding experiences, and also trying to get her off the iPad, is I do want to look into, there's a paint by numbers where you can actually send a photo and then they'll do a paint by numbers with you. And we took some beautiful photos at the sunflower farm. So I'm actually thinking that I might get one of them made into a paint by numbers, and I'm going to do that as one of my craft things. But yeah, I did have a couple of craft nights with my girlfriends. As I said, I've been trying to prioritize relationships and just make time for everyone. Oh, Sunny, I will take you out soon, buddy. So yeah, that's probably one of the craft things I'm gonna do, because downtime is really important. And I think, you know, I've learned that this year because I have burnt myself out so much by trying to do so much. And then I had to have a lot of time off here and I just had no motivation to do anything. And I was just staying afloat basically. So that's one of the things I probably want to do. The other thing I've been doing, which is so weird, is Sudoku. Is it Sudoku? Sudoku? I don't know. I have to look at my book. Apparently I always say it wrong. But I've been really getting into that lately, which sounds really weird, but I'll just have like TV on in the background and I'll be just doing a bit of that, or before bed, I'll put Tally to bed and I'll do a round of that. And it's been good for my brain because my brain struggles to remember things at times and it just gives it that bit of a mental load. But yeah, that's pretty much been my month. So my month, I feel like, has been a lot of ups and a lot of downs. We've hit our financial goals. I had to get a new coffee machine too, and that was a killer. And I still have been able to hit my financial goals. And if you're wondering why I had to, it is a life essential, guys. Like, I know my daughter will tell me, first thing she said is, "This is not an essential, Mum." And then I was asking people in JB Hi-Fi, is a coffee machine essential? All of them are like, yes, a coffee machine's essential. I'm like, see, all the adults agree with me. I'm like, when you grow up, you'll understand, okay? So yeah, anyway, mate, really, I did promise you I did just clean his cat litter yesterday. That's him going in there. I think he wants to go outside. It's just really been a bit frustrated with me. He bites me when he wants something though. Usually he'll bite because he wants my attention. So I think this is to go outside. So I might wrap this up so I can get my little man outside. But yes, some highs and some lows this month, but I think pretty good. So I hope you guys are excited about what's to come. I'm so excited to share it with you guys. And yeah, and to share another video for my minimalist channel as well will be really nice. So I will get to that right now. I will catch up with you guys really soon. I'll see you then. Bye.